Hello, Happy New Year. Welcome back to my channel. I am a Jen who reads, and this is my December reading wrap up. The month of December was a great reading month for me. I participated in Break Even Books Reindeer Readathon. So I was trying to score points for Team Nutcracker. I don't know if Team Nutcracker won or not yet, but I'm excited to find out. So I read a total of 7 books this month, last month, because this is January 1st. So Happy New Year. So these are in no particular order. I read, so this is a novella. So this is Unite Me, and it's actually 2 novellas, Destroy Me and Fracture Me, and this is in the Shatter Me series. So previously I read Shatter Me, and so I picked up this novella and I read Destroy Me, and it's from another character's point of view. So this is actually from Warner's point of view, and it was very interesting. And I thought that when I bought this book, I bought the next in the series, and I didn't. And I went to go pick it up, and I didn't have it, and I was really disappointed. So I can't wait to read the next book in the series. I did rate this a 5. I think I rated this 5. It was kind of hard to rate a novella. It was really short, but I did like the point of view. It kind of gave you a little bit of a different like aspect or opinion, and also told you some stuff that was going on after the end of Shatter Me. So far I love the Shatter Me series. I've heard really good things about it. I've heard that the 3rd book is the best, so we'll see. Then I read A Merry Little Meet Cute, and I just loved the cover of this. It was very December, very Christmas. And I wanted this last year and I couldn't find it at the bookstore, and so I didn't get it. And then I got it this year, and it was really cute. And I didn't really read the synopsis about it. And I brought it to work with me to read. And then I figured out what it was about. And I was like, ooh, this is probably a read at home kind of a book. But it's a rom-com, and it is about Bee and Nolan. And Bee is a sex worker. She's in the porn industry. And she's rocking it. She's successful. She is proud of her work. Her family is proud of her work. And then Nolan Shaw is a former bad boy, band boy, kind of got into some trouble. And he is trying to rework his image. He is trying to come across as the good boy now. And so they're both cast for different reasons and under different circumstances in a Hallmark type movie, Christmas movie, a Hope Channel type movie. And Bee is trying to keep her other life as a sex worker under wraps. And they are trying to stay away from each other. And obviously it's a rom-com, so I'm not spoiling anything when I tell you that that doesn't happen. This was cute. I think I rated it 4 stars. It wasn't my favorite rom-com, but I did like reading about this setting at Christmas. It's in a town where it's Christmas all year long. Like everything is Christmas themed in this town all year long. So it was definitely a good read for around Christmas time, and it was a quick read, and I enjoyed it. But it wasn't my favorite rom-com, but it was cute. All right, the next is I read my second TJ Klune book. I read Under the Whispering Door. And let me tell you, just like House in the Cerulean Sea, I rated this a 5, and it was full of emotions. I felt all kinds of things. It was a roller coaster. I actually rated a couple in here as my favorite new couple of 2023. And this book is so cozy, and it's so thought-provoking. Under the Whispering Door. I cannot wait to read more by TJ Klune. Definitely a 5-star read. I finally picked up this book. This has been on my shelf for a long time. Jennifer L. Armentrout has been on my radar for a long time. And so I finally picked up From Blood and Ash. I think that it's pretty thick. It's like 600 and some pages, almost, yeah, 612 pages. And I think that kind of kept me away from it for a while. And I really regret that it took me this long to read the book. There are a lot of books in this series, And I've heard some very interesting things happen. Some things that people don't like. Some, I guess the plot just kind of goes on a journey. But for right now, I liked this. I did rate this a 5-star. There are vampires in it, and that's always a draw for me. So this is about a woman named, why can't I, oh, Poppy. So this is about a woman named Poppy, and she's a maiden, so she's very virginal, and she is set to be ascended. It doesn't really talk about what that means in most of the book. And so she is kept away from everybody. Nobody's allowed to see her face. She's not allowed to speak to anybody. And she gets this new bodyguard who basically doesn't follow any of those rules, which is okay because she doesn't follow any of those rules either. She sneaks out and she's got a rebellious streak. She does learn how to fight on the down low. And anyways, some stuff ensues, and then you find out that people aren't who they say they are, and things that happen in this book, like the ascension, being ascended, is not what you think it is. And so this was really cool. I have to say that the worst part of this book was it's really stiff and it's hard to read. Like when I'm reading it in bed and stuff at night, I really had to crack the spine, which I don't love to do. But it was a heavy book and it made my arm hurt. So at least in the beginning of the book, when you're like reading it and most of the pages are still left to read and it's very like lopsided, it was kind of difficult to read physically, but I liked it. I don't know. I'm going to try to continue it. We'll see what happens. One of my goals for this year is to not continue series that I don't love. So there are a lot of books in that series. So there's a good chance that I'm not going to finish it. But at this point, it's a 5-star read for me. And my last physical book that I read, I actually finished 1 hour before midnight. So it did still count as my 2023 read. And I freaking loved this book. I think I liked it better than Legends and Lattes, and that is Bookshops and Bone Dust. I flew right through this book. So this is a cozy fantasy. This is a newish genre. And now a lot of books are coming out and they're being deemed as cozy fantasy. And I have to tell you, I've read quite a few of them, and Bookshops and Bone Dust and Legends and Lattes are the coziest of the coziest fantasy, cozy fantasies. I love the characters. I just love seeing how in both books, she comes to a town. This is Viv. She's an orc. She's the main character in both books. And she comes into a city in both books and she doesn't know anybody. And she makes these friends, these unlikely friends. I think my favorite character, though, in here is actually Fern. She's a ratkin, and she's got a really bad potty mouth, and it's so cute. I just love how there's so many different characters, and they all become friends. In both books, the other thing that I like is that you see something, a business, sort of be reworked from the ground up, and you get to see the progression in that and the satisfaction that they get from trying out new ideas. Bone Dust, the idea of Bone Dust, I won't spoil it for you, but it is so cute, and the character that has to do with Bone Dust is just so lovable. I really hope Travis Baldree keeps writing these books. I love them. I eat them up. They're just so refreshing, and it was a great way to end 2023. And yes, I did shed a few tears, which is not something that I normally do when I read books. Let's see. I read 2 books on audio. So the first one is The 7-Year Slip. This is the second book I've read by Ashley Poston. The first one was The Dead Romantics. And so both of those books are like a paranormal-ish romance. The 7-Year Slip has to do with time travel, and I love time travel. And I loved this book. Ewan, which I've never heard that name before. And at first I thought maybe they're pronouncing it wrong. I don't know. The name just threw me off. Anyways, it reminded me of a name in Star Wars. He is an amazing character. I love him and all of his foodie tattoos that he has. He's got a little whisk tattoo behind his ear. This book was so cute. And I loved towards the end, there were some things that happened that I was not expecting. I did figure them out before they were revealed, but like right before they were revealed. So I'm really excited. She does write some other fantasy books. I don't know if I'm going to pick those up though. I think I'm going to stick with her paranormal romances for right now, and I hope that she puts out more. And then the last one that I read on audio was What Lies in the Woods. This one has been on the library. I've been on the wait list for the library for this book for a very long time. And there were these three girls, and they went into the woods when they were like 11-ish, and one of them was attacked, and they put the man behind bars who attacked them. And now they're adults, and we are finding out that what they said happened in the woods that day is not really what happened in the woods that day. This was a good book. There were some surprises that I didn't see coming. I don't read a lot of thrillers because I feel like the outcome is the same in a lot of them. I feel like it's like the same plot, just a different setting and a different characters. And this one had a little bit of that vibe, but there were some things that contributed to it being a little bit more unique, which I can't really say because I don't want to give anything away. But I liked it okay. It was good. It wasn't great. I think I gave it 3 stars. So that's what I read in 2023 in December, not in 2023. That's what I read in December. And it was a really good month, and I'm excited to see if Team Nutcracker can go for the win. So anyways, thank you for sitting and listening to me ramble about my books. And I just thank you for all of your support in 2023. And I would appreciate all your likes and comments and subscribes, even if you just comment an emoji. That would help a whole lot. Anyways, happy reading. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.